Hello everyone. I'm just reading my t-shirt as I turn this on. Free your mind. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Feel free to put in the comments how you're doing. I know it can be intimidating to write how you're doing to a psychologist, but that's just my day job. I bring my skills here so that we can be equipped, but if I go hang out with my friends, I'm not psychoanalyzing them. I'm just being present. It's just like if a plumber went to a party, he's not going around, or she, fixing all the pipes and stuff. So anyway. I was reading a book yesterday. I think my bag's over there, so I won't pick it up. But it was with a group of women. We're reading through this book called Sacred Companions. And so Brenner, the guy's name is Brenner, I think, the author. But he was doing spiritual direction with a man that had come in, that had all these degrees and stuff, in theology and such. And so he was intimidated, but he's just like, well, everyone wants, we all have souls, right? Understand that you are a soul. We don't have a soul. That's what George MacDonald says. Teach your kids that they are a soul. They have a body, right? Because we ought to reorient ourselves. I have friends, guests here with their kids, so I'm being pretty quiet right now as I speak. But we are souls, right? And so what he did was he asked this guy, what do you want? What do you want? I'm asking you that now. What do you want? Why are you interested in signing up for spiritual direction? That's what he was asking that man. Free your mind, You are not this present day personality. You think that is yourself? You think that it's like, understand yourself as the essence, as this soul that's in this body that has a personality. But when you're caught up in running after riches in this world or impressing other people, I'm not saying I'm perfect. By no means am I saying that. I was just reflecting on all the ways I'm like, well, I fell there and I fell there and I fell there and I fell there. One of the subscribers on YouTube, I found a bunch of old comments that I was never notified of last night, and she was saying, what if you give your testimony of what Jesus has done for you in your life? And I was just like, well, I could talk for like 4 days on that, but don't worry, I'm not going to. I've experienced people who called themselves Christians or whatever, and didn't seem to care much about letting divine love, letting God transform their hearts. I don't know. It's not mine to judge other people. It's just, so let's go back for a second with I hope my life shows that. I hope my life shows that, just someone that loves your heart transforms you into something new, something more like that which Christ is. If Christ was the God man that came here, then, and I have a candle over there of Christ and an icon, to remind me. The I am. The I am is my shepherd. Therefore I lack nothing. Christ embodied the I am. Like, he lived that. He lived that. But let's go back to free your mind and that your soul, and to ask yourself, what do you want? What did you want when you clicked on this video? And so that man answered, I think the guy's first name is David, yeah, who wrote, it's called Spiritual Companion, so I'm quoting from him, but he said, I want to experience the presence of God all the time in my daily life. Who doesn't, right? I'm remembering Rumi's words. He says, the Sufi poet Rumi, he says, do not seek for love. And Meister Eckhart said a lot of these things, the German mystic from 1400s or so. He said, Rumi says, don't seek for love, instead seek to remove the barriers between yourself and love. So it's like we have veils, we have things covering us up. And some of it is this addiction to our mind, to our personality, Okay, here, I'll use this example, right? God gives us examples in our daily life. So yesterday, these women wanted to put together this Barbie rollout thing, and I didn't know if I was going to go, and I just decided to go because I roller skate with a lot of women and men, and lots of different kinds of people that, however they identify and are just, they're souls that the Creator loves, and divine love loves all of us, right? And so anyway, I went, and it's kind of like, okay, and they had this Barbie doll box that you could get into, and so you look like and I posed like I'm a Barbie doll, right? And so it's kind of like, Elliott had a song that's coming to me too, my friend Elliott Smith. God rest his soul. He says, nobody knows what he's doing, still hanging around. Can't make a sound. Till there's a ghost in every town is part of the other lyrics. It's like, and in his song called Dancing on the Highway that never got released, that I did a video teaching on. I have a video teaching of that on yoursoulsongs.com. Says, look at what I can do with empty time, and I show in the video that I made just online, not that one because it's images from anyway, but it's just pictures of him as this famous person, but who you are, that's what I was going to say. And so imagine if you thought you were a Barbie doll or a Ken doll. Our friend, I won't say his name, he came and he looked like Beach Ken. He's so cool. This guy's so cool. He's such a great roller skater and dancer as well. He's a professional ballroom dancer, I think, or some kind of dancer, right? So if you thought you were this, if you got caught up, it's just like if you were playing a video game. I've talked about this before, and you had an avatar and you thought you were that, or they have those cartoon characters that make up, next to your name. I never did that. I mean, I might have a long, long time ago, but if you thought you were that and you were working really hard to make that cartoon character better all the time, and it's just like, what about the inside? What about living from your soul? What about learning how to love, learning how to be present with yourself for real and present with other people and show up in a meaningful way? I was like, how can people, if our desire, I know mine is like that, is to be experience the presence of God always, because God is divine love. And who doesn't want divine love all the time? Real love. We run for, C.S. Lewis says, we're like spoiled little children sometimes. I think he calls it that. Like, we're far too easily pleased. We're running around. It's like we're making mud pies in a slum when we could have a holiday out at the ocean. We run after sex and ambition and just these things that don't last. It's like, blowing up your character, like building it up, in a way where you feel good in a moment. Who are you? Who are you? And what do you want? And how's it working for you the way you're going about this? Just ask. We can ask divine love. We can ask God right now. God, be with every single person that's getting this video. Give us your wisdom. Give us your peace. Give us your knowledge. Help us love like you love divine love, like you love God, like you love Jesus. Whatever your religion is, I welcome you because we have the same creator that loves us. How can I get close to God if God is soul, if God is spirit, and I'm caught up in this Barbie identity, that's who I am, and I don't know myself as soul, and I don't see other people as soul. We have this body. We do have this body. Respect the body. We're meant to take care of the body and feed it and nourish it. And of course, have a living and all that stuff. But I still think, God says, Jesus taught this, right? Seek first the kingdom of God. And then all these things shall be added to you as well. I don't know the whole mystery of that. Anyway, I wish you love. Thanks for spending your moments with me just now. I hope this encouraged you.